Hello, we are
DF
Records, and this is our analysis of lyrics. First, we're going to start with our verse 1, which would be next to the video on our website. We'll have different pictures and stuff. So, first of all, the first line is, I feel the wind, I need to move all in. So, what's your interpretation of that lyric, Davna?
I think he's trying to say, I think for me, because he's not an established artist, so he's trying to establish himself through this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he basically, this is his first track, that lead single basically, that he wants everyone to hear. So when I feel the wind, he's trying to say, I feel free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I need to move on if he needs the space to try to get his music across, try to get his views across.
Yeah, I said something similar to that. I said it could replicate freedom of the protagonist, knowing that when you're in the club, you tend to let yourself go. Yeah, so I'm picturing it in the club.
It's a club scene. That's what I thought, but then as it goes on, I'll explain how.
Yeah, same.
What do you think, Patrick?
Yeah, that's what actually I wrote as well. I wrote, it's about represents. I feel the wind is kind of saying that it's talking that he's free. He's got freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the next line is, oh, I now know what to do, and I do it as I'm talking to you, as I sing everything. What do you lot say for that?
No, I said that is that he's realised his potential. His singing career starting now.
Yeah.
Because this is the first song he's trying to get across to the audience of Walsh. I think is like generally under 20s, not under 25s.
Yeah. So like he's almost gaining confidence.
Yeah. He's trying to slowly build his confidence, slowly express himself. So he goes, oh, I know. Oh, I realise now what to do. Singing is the career that I want to go into.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's good interpretation.
As I sing everything. So he's talking about everything, everything. So he talks about everything as if it's singing for him.
Yeah.
So that's something he's really into.
So singing revolves around his whole life.
That's exactly right.
Alright, you?
Yeah. I thought it was basically something similar, but I thought it meant that I know what to do and I do it as a torch. So this is what he knows what he's doing now in life.
Yeah.
And the message that he knows his career path, and he knows the message he's trying to give in this song. He's trying to say that I know what I'm doing it, and I'm telling you right now. This is my message in my song.
Yeah, mine was similar to both of yours. I said it seems as if the protagonist is gaining more confidence from the start to the finish of the song. Yeah. The direct address of you shows how possessive he is to get his point across to the girl he sees in the club. Because I'm picturing as a club scene. So he starts off, he comes into the club, he feels free, he's there.
So
and then he sees the girl, he sees the girl, and as I sing everything, so he wants to talk to her, but the way he does it, he feels more comfortable when he sings. So then he does it in that way. So then I said, so the last line could reinforce how music is important to him and how it involves in his everyday life, like you said, like his lifestyle and stuff.
So what you're picturing this as he's with a girl in a club.
Yeah.
And he's gaining more confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. I get the point you're trying to make.
Alright. So the next line is, I feel like singing in the moment of time. Oh, it's a divine. I'm seeing the signs, all the wrongs, all the maybes, and all of the rights.
Yeah. Well, I think that this possibly could mean something like that he's been given a sign by God.
You could say that.
This is the word divine. That's what I thought. From God to God.
Because it's something special and something gifted.
Yeah.
So that's the other only being, which is God. So yeah, that's a good interpretation.
And it could be possibly he's saying all the wrongs, like he knows everything he's done in the past, that he's made mistakes.
Knowing that, like, he's in a club, like in the club, there's mostly sins committed there. You could say. So we'll refer that.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it would have to be in a club. This type of song, because I don't think it's a message that's type of saying that. I mean, it could possibly be that about him with a girl, but I don't think it has to be. I think there's other meaning to the track.
There's other ways to illustrate.
Yeah, he is. You could say religious reference, knowing that when we researched into him, he's from Mexico, and Mexico is in a religious Christianity country, and as well as America itself as well.
So the dominant religion is that.
Yeah,
so that's what we believe the path would be.
Yeah.
So that's why
so you can refer to that.
Divine.
What I said is. The protagonist feels as if it's the moment of time. This is reference to love and maybe love at first sight. So he goes, oh, it's a divine. I'm seeing the signs, and like I think he's like the signs, and then all the wrongs.
Is that with his past girlfriends or something?
No. All I'm saying, like, so basically, there's a load of girls in the club. There's loads of girls in the club, and he's judging each girl because he's the male figure, and knowing within the club there's more like a patriarchal dominance for males. And he's in control, like objectification of women. He's looking at them as objects, and he's choosing which one's right, wrong, or maybe. And I think he refers to the girl as right. So that's what I wrote. And like I'm seeing the signs, so yeah, he's got loads to choose from. Like probably to. Yeah.
Do you mean like the signs as in I'm seeing why to choose you instead of all these other girls?
Yeah, he can choose so many. But I like that reference to God possibly because like the research we done into Mexico. So.
But that's not what I thought. I thought, you know, when he's saying I feel like singing in the moment of time.
Yeah.
I thought that might relate more to the previous line. As I sing everything, so he sings all the time, everywhere. So this is just another time that he wants to express himself.
As I sing everything, yeah.
And then the next part is I broke it down into a separate part. So he goes, oh, it's the divine. I'm seeing the signs here. So that what I think means that God is giving him a message to start his music career.
Yeah.
And all the wrongs, I think, is like all the career parts he's done previously, maybe his previous jobs that weren't successful, all the maybes that he could have done in their life. You know how everyone regrets something or thinks that they could do something instead.
Yeah.
And then they end up somewhere else and then they finally reach happiness like that.
Yeah, I get you. Because then, like you said, like you have the reference to God, and then all the wrongs he's done, like Fatih even said, and the maybes and what he's done right, and maybe he's feeling that being in the club right now, he's doing something right by going to this goal. Then he converts back to my interpretation.
But then, from my interpretation, that would be wrong. Because if he's saying it's so divine, it's from God, he wouldn't go to a club.
Yeah, that's true. It's not really
religious.
It wouldn't be
Christianity.
True.
Which is his dominant religion that we believe.
Yeah, because he's from Mexico. Yeah, you could argue that. So the last line is, I know it's my right to give it a try. Would you write for that?
Again, I think it could be what you meant as well about a girl.
Yeah.
You know, that it could be about possibly about a girl. I don't know.
I thought this more of a patriarchal point of view. So I said the protagonist is saying that he knows it's right to try to make a social conversation with the female figure.
Yeah.
He classes her in the right section of the females at the club. Remember where I said he's classing each girl as wrong or maybe, and she's classed as
she's
right.
the one in the moment of the time.
Yeah,
she's
moment.
the right one.
Let's see, refer back to the other line. This could reinforce the patriarchal power males have at clubs. My right, so my right, like, is his right. You know what I mean?
He's got to do it.
Yeah. So for example, like even the figures in the club who control clubs as DJs and hosts, most of them are just male. You really see a female DJ. Yeah. So I'm thinking like knowing that he's in the club and he's a male, he's more in control and he's more in control of the lady. Like for example, DJs and stuff that control the clubs.
Okay.
So I was thinking of it in that type of point of view.
Cool. It could like also be what I think. Now he's in the music industry, he's saying that I know it's my right to give it a try. He wants to be there. You know, he's doing everything he can.
That's the first interpretation I thought.
Yeah.
Because if you hear someone ever saying, I know it's my right, I have to give it a try.
Yeah.
And because it's in music, this is one of his unheard of tracks. So I'm thinking it's still a single, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is what he's trying to make to the top. And you know, you always see artists trying to get their story across.
Yeah.
So now it's my right, how they say why they're trying to get to where they are.
So it's his right to get where he wants to go.
Yeah. Which is the music industry. I think he's trying to get to the top. But this is his solo, so he's trying to release to slowly get into it.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
So these lyrics are trying to say, like, I know it's my right, as in he has to do this. He has to try this. He has to try.
I like what he's saying there. I like that.
All right, okay, let's go on to the chorus now.
The chorus. Yeah.
Because the chorus comes is repeated twice as well.
Of course.
Repetition is important. Get a message across.
Yeah. That's obviously obviously wants to get stuck into the person's mind because it could mean a lot
more
to
than
him.
once.
Yeah, because it's like
become more familiar with it.
The chorus of any track is important because you want it to stick to
a really short chorus.
The chorus is like the most meaningful bit in the song, which they want to get across as an artist.
It's the main message in it.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start.
Indirect message, basically.
Yeah. Let's start with the first line. I just want to sing the words I know.
Okay, I think he's saying here, he sings what he feels, yeah, and he sings what he feels, and that will take him to the top.
That's exactly what I think. I think the throne. He goes, let me take me let them take me to my throne.
Yeah.
He means them as in his
first line.
Yeah, no, as in yeah. So this is I'm putting both the lines together.
Okay, cool. Good.
He goes, I want to sing the words I know. Let the words, so let them take me to my throne.
That's what
so what I'm saying myself is good enough for people to understand me, and it's good enough for me to reach the top of the music industry.
So okay, sing what he feels will take him
to the top of the music industry.
To the top. So that's basically
where is his throne?
From the back as well. From the back, where you said he wants to go into the music industry, and
that's what I'm thinking is the basis on getting into the world, getting into a music industry, establishing himself.
Because he's just like he's a start off artist. He's
You know how so many artists.
He's obviously wants to get out there, and maybe that's the only thing going on in his
promotional
mind.
video is.
Yeah, because you can say how when we done that lesson on lyrics where it's meant to create an emotion. Maybe this is the only thing which plays up on his mind is to get into the music industry and go for his dream.
Because you know how a lot of them are like tracks we've heard that unsigned artists. You know the lyrics how they say they always talk about reaching the top, that they're the biggest, they're the baddest, they're the best.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And this he's saying it indirectly. This is not saying I'm the best. I have to be at the top.
He wants to give it like a bit of ambiguity. He wants to let the person figure out
let
for
the
themselves.
Let the lyrics say it to himself. That's why he says it.
Right.
I just want to let the words I know take me to my throne. I want to let my singing get me to the top.
What I said is, so I just want to sing the words I know. This could portray how it's natural to him to have social conversations with girls. Words I know, also to have them as an object for pleasure. This could highlight objectification of women. However, within clubs, women tend to objectify themselves. So I just want to sing the words I know. So like, he knows what he wants to do, and he's here for a reason to flirt with girls, you could say. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of more of a view where it's just a typical club lifestyle. Knowing that first of all, like I've already got the indication that he starts off in a club.
But he says I want to sing the words I know, so singing.
That's what I'm saying.
Club.
I sing the words I know. I thought it was something he wants to say to a girl.
Oh, indirectly.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Do you get me? So and then let them take me to my throne. This could be reference to his goal, what he wants to achieve, which is to be with this female figure. I never thought of it within the music industry. So what I actually think your interpretation is actually really good, you lot. But the one I was thinking more of more club wise.
Oh, relationship.
Yeah, I was talking club. Mine's more of relationship club wise, but you lot is more.
I'm thinking it's more for him to get to
for
the
him,
music industry.
basically himself.
So, like
Himself,
saying,
yeah.
let my music talk for myself. They will take me to my throne. That's what I thought.
And I said, because it says nothing, highlights that there is nothing else that he wants other from this girl who he judges as right. Lyric in verse 1, remember?
Yeah.
Let them could be reference to the girls at the club, and throne could replicate his love or lust, possibly. So I was thinking of lust, like, again, male dominance and stuff.
That's cool. I thought by let them, there could be let them take me to my throne. Let the audience, let the fans. You know, I'm going to become that big.
Yeah, that's
the world will know that I'll be.
Reference to fans.
So you're saying them is the audience. You're saying them as women, but I think he's talking about them as in his lyrics. So let what I'm saying is
that could,
singing. Let what I'm saying now. What I'm saying, my voice, my talent. Let that take me to the throne, basically.
Yeah.
Because my vocals are so good enough. My talent is so.
Yeah, good talent. Yeah.
He believes in himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's about the lyrics. I think it makes more sense about the lyrics.
Like like we said before, his confidence is gaining. That could be because he wants to get into music industry.
Because lyrics, you have to be confident enough to write them.
Yeah. So what? Would we argue that he's? Would we argue that he's very confident?
Yeah, I think he's a confident lad.
Yeah.
But he's not someone that would show it. As
he's a confident lad, though.
Yeah, he's confident, but it's not in a way that he wants to show off.
Yeah. I get it.
He wants to express himself in the right way.
So, within, if we thought of this within shooting this, would we show him looking at the camera a lot? Because he's obviously...
Yeah, I think he's trying to give a message.
Yeah, because he's giving a message.
Because it's a promo video, he has to be in the visuals again and again.
He'll be looking at him saying,
so
yeah,
a lot,
like that.
A lot of the...
close-up shots.
A lot of close-up shots.
In the game.
And eye contact with camera.
To the audience. So if you have eye contact to the camera, basics eye contact to the audience, isn't it?
Eye contact is talking to the audience.
Give the message across. I'm the new artist on the block.
Okay, I don't care if I'm alone. You do want to give your...
Okay. Well, I mean, I just I joined those two lines. It says, I don't care if I'm alone, this is where I want to go. So I thought this means he's by himself, he's going solo. He doesn't really have, at the moment, a band or a record label at the moment. He's an unsigned artist, and this is where I want to go. He doesn't care if he's alone, he's going solo, and he's going to make it by himself.
Refer back to unsigned.com where we found him.
Yeah, he's going to make it by himself. This is where I want to go.
So make it in industry by himself.
Yeah. He's going solo.
So it's inspirational, so it's letting his story be told by him. That's what he's saying.
So this person needs to be really confident.
Confident lad, he's a confident
self-belief.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, like I said, again, when I was talking about relationship-wise, this could reinforce how male figures are dominant and have plenty of females to pleasure them. I don't care if I'm alone. Doesn't mind if she doesn't want a relationship because it seems as if he's not looking for love, however looking for lust.